Oh, I've been waiting for this moment for my entire life. I never expected it would come standing in a dusty-ass backwards town with a vault dweller, but so be it. I can finally seize control of the NCR and bend Congress to my whims. Las Vegas, Colorado, Arizona, and beyond. It's all going to be mine. A single republic unified under the Bishop family, and that family indebted to me immeasurably. And it's all because of you. Come with me. We can clean these streets of blood and prepare for one final mission. Now, we finish off these super mutant army remnants and things get back to normal. With Elsdragon dead and the raiders under the control of my agents, there's only one goal left to attain: Fort Daggerpoint. Don't fret, I've lifted the hold on Congress and they passed a joint resolution to move their troops into the region. We have the entire NCR military at our disposal now. They'll be here in just minutes. Gather your allies and prepare to assault Fort Daggerpoint. Anyone you have left, tell them to be at the ready. Then return to me in Silverman's luxurious leathered chair.
Good morning. Is everything quiet out there?
Hey, stranger. I'm sorry you got caught up in that mess with DeVille. You deserve a break after Athens Tech. The NCR is gonna run you ragged. I just hope it's worth it in the end. Yeah, everyone else around here looks like they've been run over by a Brahmin, but not you. I don't know how you do it. You must have some weird mutant superpowers going on or something, right, kid? We will be. We'll be taking up posts in the East Ruins, helping you get inside. Silverman hit up my commander by radio after I got back into town. They started discussing a permanent alliance. After everything you've done for the Rangers and me, well, I think you should at least get some credit, like a statue or something. Yeah, you too, kid. With any luck, we'll walk out of this one alive and retire someplace nice. Good luck.
Hey there, Agent. I heard we're flying to Dagger Point. Between me and you, this mess had better end quick. By the time the NCR main force touches down, they'll be bankrupt. Probably by trying to tax the tribes out of existence. Any that stayed alive through this will be pacified. Next after that is a real gamble. We've heard stories about a place called Hoover Dam out in the Mojave. Just stories, though. If we do find that the legends are true, then the NCR will want to take over anything they find. New Reno's been talking up that Las Vegas place. It's all on those old pre-war maps you find in tourist joints. Tribes used to worship those old relics, saying that Vegas is a land of glittering lights and unlimited gold just sitting out there in the sand. I think it's just another ruin in the desert with statues of naked gals half melted to glass. But what do I know about religion? Yeah, you too, amigo. Just make sure you come back. Don't get killed fighting for someone that won't back you up at the end of the day.
Ah, greetings, Bray Eleanor. You have returned once again to Ziabulla, home of the old gods. Come, my child, tell me of your journeys. Soon you will battle the Demon King. Your fate and ours will be sealed. You will be remembered as a hero, even if your past deeds have not been great. May karma smile on you. That is your way, Destroyer. You have chosen your path, as the troll chooses the bridge it lives beneath. We shall join you in battle, and with any luck, the world beyond will greet us with open arms for it. Go forth, Destroyer. We will meet you there when the time comes.
Aha! Back out of the box again. Yee-haw! Ha 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 ha. Oh, hey kid. You here for that quick math lesson before running off into the wasteland? I have a whole differential equation set to... Whoa. Hey now. What's up with the long face? You alright? What do you mean it's all over? Last time I checked my instruments, the world was still out there. Sky is still blue, grass is, well, it's dead. But you get the picture. What's wrong? Oh, you finally found him, huh? I knew it happened one day. Just I hope you wouldn't have to face him alone. No, I didn't know. I just had a feeling. The tribes called super mutants demons for a reason. About 100 years ago, they killed a lot of people in a mass culling. They tried to convert any healthy human they could find into one of them. Those they couldn't transform, they killed. After the master was killed, the super mutants calmed down. Not all of them stayed bad, or stayed dead. When your tribe went missing back in my day, we rushed in to save you kids. But I noticed a familiar pattern. I don't know what flesh and blood me told you, but I knew you and the others were special. At least, different. The super mutants, or the Enclave, were at it again, but for some reason, they left you behind on purpose. The real Rossman locked the vault up tight. My last update was several years ago, and he never mentioned you. Wasn't a secret. Nobody had a clue but me. I'm a scientist. I don't jump to conclusions without proof. I just hope that whatever you find when you confront the Father answers your questions. You ever get that chance? Come back and tell me. Yeah, I don't have to tell you you're walking into a trap. You know. You're gonna need everything you got to take out the Father and his Enclave pals. Don't be afraid, though. You can do it. After that, I suggest you nuke the place and get out of there. Get a real job. Settle down somewhere. Live long and prosper. This ain't no life for old men. If you get lucky, thank the stars and cash out. You too, kid.
Hello?
Yes, yes, what is it? Can't you see I'm basking in the glory of victory? Brilliant. Take the vertibird parked out front to the staging area near the fort. You don't have to directly engage in battle, but infiltrating the fort is essential. I have word that you have a few old friends inside. Oh yes, remember those Enclave commandos that used Vault 18's population to play Risk? They're in there, arming that missile. The ones I want to use to leverage my powers. I'm not terribly worried. You know how to deal with them. What? What do you mean, twice? You are joking, yes? That is disconcerting. It's rumored that there was a mercenary in town, had similar powers. The one that delivered that Fort Dagger Point key. Anaya Ran, that was her name. Find her. See what she knows about those Enclave soldiers. If you suspect she's in league with them, then kill her. I want that missile. I want it safe and sound in its silo where I can use it, not watch it wipe out everything I've built. Find her. Go. Then get on that vertibird and make it into Fort Dagger Point before they get us all killed.
Hey.
Alright, on this New California save I'm using, it's kind of dealing with out of memory issues. Hence why my start menu is taking long to pop up. Hopefully I don't get out of memory issues when I do the actual battle in Fort Dagger Point. I'm too stubborn to turn off NMC textures, hence why I'm having the issues I have. Oh, don't give me a freaking... Now I know why I turn off the radio in this part. No, I don't want to get copyright strike by Dean Martin. There we go. Okay, sorry about that.
Hey, kid. You said I needed to be part of something. Well, here I am. Come on, you apes. You want to live forever?
We return to the gates of oblivion. This time, we will only...
What's the world coming to? Glad that's over.
Your blood will sow the earth.
Shit! What was that?
Target locked.
So, you've come back for one last tryout, eh, star player? You want to come and beat me, you'd better hurry your ass up.
Ma'am.
I've got a special serum ready to be delivered to the fort's air circulation system that will wipe out all mutants that come in contact with the mist. That includes you and mercenary Barbie. When you meet that bugbear piece of work, you give him a real sweet kick in the teeth for me. Tell him his rest is up.
Ma'am. Huh?
Ma'am.
Gotta use the bathroom. Fast forward if you want to.
Thought I heard something.
You like that? Ma'am.
I'm hit!
No survivors.
Ma'am. That was great. What's the world coming to?
Ma'am.
Firing! Ma'am. I'm gonna zap your ass.
Blood pursuit. Target lock. Now you die.
There you are.
This isn't going to be pretty.
Leave no survivors.
That takes care of that. That was unfortunate. care of that. Well, that's the end of that. Decent tactical plan I can run by you.
Stop where you are, human. Don't come any... Wait. What is that scent you carry? Is it really you? It cannot be. How fortuitous. My lost child has returned in our hour of need. The slayer of the master, the echo of ages. I could hardly believe my eyes. But then again, only you could slay so many of my new generation of super mutants. Only the lost one could be so superior. No, but I remember your face so clearly. I released 4 candidates into the Wasteland tribes as infants. Only one remains. Have you ever wondered why, when your friends die, you alone walk away? Why you can absorb a cliff of bullets and just shrug it off? No, Lost One. You are my creation. A mutant bred for your superior traits. A clone of the Master's Killer from Vault 13. Yes, Lost One. You are a clone of the Vault Dweller. The one who came and sundered the sacred unity so many decades ago. They walked away from the cathedral, left it in flames, left me for dead. But their blood was rich on the ground, so I collected it. I was only a lowly nightkin then, but the Enclave offered me a chance to rise above my station and reclaim their work at Mariposa. I took their failing second generation of mutants and rescued them here to Fort Dagger Point. That is where I discovered this place and merged my body with the FEV. I then began to experiment on the DNA I collected. I could not find the right strain in the sample I gathered, so I created 4 variations. You are the strongest one of them. The right one. Indeed. Has it not worked? Are you not the same as the one who killed the Master? I left your batch among the Vault exiles so they would adopt you as their own kin. That was my plan, to replicate your original upbringing. You grew up in the Vault just as the First did. You were sent on a journey beyond its walls. You are the same. You share the same life, the same traits, and now you are here. I may rejoice in taking that human weakness away from you, and finally restore my master's glorious plans for unity. Search your feelings, Vault Dweller. You know it to be true. Damn the law. Let's live dangerously. Your precious law is as mutable as your own flesh. That flesh which I have molded and will soon transform into the perfect being. Come to Papa.
No. That's not true.
Ma'am.
I'm not some fucking mutant experiment gone wrong.
Fuck you, fuckbear. You done now, bitch. Kira. Watch the big one. I'll keep her safe.
glad that's over.
locked.
One of the failed super mutants you destroy, you only grow stronger.
You to mess with me?
Firing! It is done. The darkness retreats into death. The sun will rise this day.
That fucking son of a bitch! Let's tear this place apart. All of it. Every rock, every tube, every mutant. All of it.
Yeah! I'm gonna teabag your giant oversized nasal cavity. Fuck you, fuckbear. Suck it!
We have won a great victory, friend. It seems you, like I, have found your true calling. I am honored to fight beside you. You may contain the remnants of the Demon King, but you are my friend. Whatever shreds of him linger in you, your honor holds at bay. Let us go now and find the evil that began our quest. We drive the Enclave to the edge of the great beyond and send them to those that went before.
Hey. Later. So that's it then. All this time, I'm a mutant freak just like you. I'm fake, barely human. Just a little embryo in a test tube and popped into some wasteland whore to carry. And you? You're the best of them. The only one they wanted. The Enclave invasion, the super mutants. It's all your fault. Everything is. No, it's more than that. We were supposed to be weapons. We ended up as discarded waste. I don't want to be that. I had parents. I'm a real person. Everything I ever dreamed of isn't a fucking lie. So that's it then? Just because we're built to destroy, it's all we can do? I survived those monsters in the vault for 20 years. I was broken. I was degraded. I escaped when given the chance just to get my hopes crushed and taken by raiders. I killed so many of them. But the blood isn't washing it away. Nothing can change this. I don't want to live with what I am. Where the hell are we supposed to go, Vault Dweller? Home? Back to the NCR? Back to the vault? They're all dead. There's nothing left for us but this. That freak was right. We're stuck like this. We were never anything different. It's over. Fine then. We'll go. We'll go save the damn world. It's not like you're capable of anything else. It's what you are. It's what you've always been.
This is the place. Get ready for anything. You're real charming, aren't you? I'm a human, but with an FEV-enhanced parasite in my body that makes me immune to radiation and disease. Basically, I'm a super mutant, just a little more compact. Just like you. Didn't you listen to what the Father had to say? He created you, cloned you. When the super mutant army found this place, they studied the parasite stored here and used it to create you, a clone of their oldest enemy. Skeletal protrusions. The Project Brazil parasite uses my body like a vehicle. Most of the time, it's happy to just heal my injuries and keep me healthy. But it has a mind of its own. I took a bit of a beating on my way in here, and now it's protecting its host. The spikes are just the first phase. The real monster will take over in a few minutes. After that, I intend on using its rampage to kill anyone stopping me. I'll do my best. We're not so different, you and I. I was supposed to live in Vault 18 too, but I got locked out the day the bombs fell. My father and I made it as far as I-15 when we got in a car wreck. That's when the nukes hit. We walked our way to Vault 18, but the door was already shut. We made it back down the mountain to the hospital as the fallout began to rain down. Everyone died there. Everyone but me. You've grown up in the shadows of events set in motion long before you were born. Weird corporations and military experiments, nuclear wars and politics. Some gross meat machine made you its trump card in a game you only just became aware of. It happened to me too. I was a senator's daughter. You probably remember his statue in the atrium of Vault 18. That was my father, Senator Andrew Aran. His friends called him Skulls. He had an experimental program with the Enclave meant to make people immune to radiation and disease. Project Brazil. It was their Plan B. In case the vaults didn't work out, they wanted a generation of people immune to the new plague and fallout. The super mutants were bulky and sterile. We were meant to be something different. Instead of transforming our whole bodies, they just wanted one unique organ. But it wasn't complete. The war was coming. The Enclave panicked, and so did my father. So I was implanted early, before they worked out all the bugs. The parasite, it doesn't just clone damaged tissue. It replicates your whole body. The early models made a beast like the father, and the master before him. It was a kind of cancer. The one I have almost worked as expected, except that every now and again, its desire to reproduce kicks in. It turns my body into a monster. The bone blades are first, then the super mutant form kicks in. The beast eats anything it can get its claws on, then uses that protein to make its clone. After that, the clone rips its way out of my guts. It has all my thoughts and memories. My face, my attitude, and then it runs off, thinking that it's me. Not exactly. I'm not sure what the Father did to you. You may not go through the same transformation I do. He wanted to dip you in the vats. I don't know if you noticed while you were busy shooting them, but the mutants have a kind of cult. They worship the FEV. They dip everything in it. You've already met them all. Bragg and Chevy are my last clones. Not always. He was me once, until they tortured him, turned his mind against itself, and wrapped it up in a cult of shame and fear. They kept him locked away in a cell on the Poseidon oil rig for a decade, trying to turn him into the best soldier he could be. Eventually, they broke him, I guess. He boxed away my voice in his head and all my memories, made up a character to live inside. He's pretending. The propaganda and military jargon, it's just another role he plays. It's why they made him an infiltration expert. He's lying. He's been lying his whole life. It's all he is now, the lie and its consequences. He'll kill his way around the globe until there's no one left to call him on it. Unless you and I put a stop to it. Some, I'm sure. But not all of them. He can tell the truth from a lie. He just chooses to keep what matters most to him close to the vest. Thank you. Lead them on until the last minute. Then, attack. The nuclear missile they're preparing to launch will destroy their bodies down to the cellular level. We have to get them positioned beneath it. Then, this will be over. No more resurrections, no more clones. You can be the last of our kind and walk away. I have to go get ready. I can't hold off my transformation much longer. I'll meet you upstairs.
Bam.
Can't say that there's much going on.
Ow! Still in one piece.
Just hit me.
Huh? I don't get it. Okay. I'll go blow the dust off of one. Right. Thanks.
Okay, we have one last thing to take care of. Get the missile ready. When the engines ignite, it'll vaporize Bragg and Chevy, and my mission is over. It's a TAC-5 MIRV. It has 5 warheads inside, one for each FEV storage facility across America, including this one. Project Brazil will be dead, for good. And so will all the others. Don't be an idiot. These political madmen have no interest in the future of humanity. I've lived with Project Brazil. I know what it can do. This missile will ensure that the Enclave never has a chance to use it for evil again. They'll never create another Colonel Bragg or another Chevy. Their plan to eradicate the wasteland of all mutant life will never come to pass. You have to launch this missile at the other FEV storage bases. You motherfucker! If you're not going to end this nightmare my way, then I'll have to kill you along with them.
God damn it! You punk-ass mutant bastard! You think throwing me down this hole is going to defeat me? I'm invincible, unkillable. The red, white, and blue flows through my veins. You may think you've seen the last of me stuck down this hole, but I will climb up there and kick your ass. You will never be rid of me. I will haunt your nightmares. I will fight you until America is free at last. Damn it, kid, are you listening to me? What the hell is that? You son of a bitch! Don't you dare ignite that missile! No! No! Damn you, mutant bastard! Oh!
Let's get out of here. I want to burn this place to the ground and forget it ever existed.
Do you have anything new today? Something you need?
So, it's finished. What happened in there? Excellent. The NCR is routing the super mutants as we speak. We'll have this debacle behind us in no time. You have turned out to be quite the lucrative investment, my friend. This is the beginning of a long and rich friendship. Anything you want. I have another mission for you if you'd like to take it. We have to get the new Reno gangs accustomed to our new power structure. If you'd like to tag along, I have a mission waiting in Hopeville just for you and your most loyal companions. It's still there in Goodsprings, waiting for the right moment to be unearthed. There's a grave by the old water tower just outside the town. Dig up the safe we hid there and you'll find $1 million in gold. Here, take this note, it'll tell you where it is. Though I'd suggest you leave it alone for a few years. Let people get used to you first. If you suddenly show up on the scene filthy rich, they'll know something is up. I'm sure you'll fit in just fine.
The war for California is over. While the embers of Fort Dagger Point still glow, the Raider tribes are conquered by the NCR. What few super mutants and raiders remain flee to the far corners of the wasteland. Senator DeVille sets up his new operation in Athens Tech Mine, using his vast network of loyal politicians and moneymen to clean the place up. Slavery is soon abolished, homes are rebuilt, and business quickly returns to normal. Many years go by, and the past enjoys an idyllic life on the edge of the wasteland, civil and calm. But Duville's manipulations win him no favors. After delivering the Fort Dagger Point key to the town of Hopeville, the bombs buried in ancient silos explode, subsuming the fledgling empire. As for you, your healing powers keep you alive, but slowly begin to subside after you crawl out of the newly created divide. The disaster forces the NCR to expand deep into the Mojave in search of new riches and fresh water. They need couriers to help spread the Republic's communications, so you join them. Eventually, you are handed a platinum chip in a smoky back room and asked to ferry it to New Vegas for a mysterious client. Out along the road near Goodsprings, you find yourself brought to your knees in a grave right above your own bloody gold.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
So, as you can see, if you watch from my playthrough of Star The Wandering Courier, I end up back here, where I put on the VSS headgear to play New California, and I'm back here. Not sure if I'm supposed to collect the key. Yes. Be sure. Too bad the super mutant is not there. Anywho, we go in here. We get a suit, depending on what.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't thought of it like that.
Awesome. Anyways, depending on what ending you get, it takes what kind of star-tailored suit or armor you get. And hopefully my game didn't freeze. And all your stuff that you collected from New California appears in this locker. Alright, I'm not gonna read out these logs. These computers, these terminals, basically explains the story of how to make Fallout 3, New California, and New Vegas storyline work together. What's the backstory of Star The Wandering Courier? Read the logs and fast forward parts you don't want to read, or if you just want to see me how I go from Fallout 3 to New Vegas and see the companions from New California, you could go ahead and fast forward to that too if you want. Also, my bad if I keep clicking on the same terminal.
Someone said the Mirelurks are out tonight.
Alright, in my first video, I got a comment about it's not lore friendly or it's not immersive. It wouldn't make sense if you read the terminal. The only way this would work, storyline wise, on how to make Fallout 3, New California, and New Vegas be in the same game. There's two clones of the player's character. The two clones are the clones of the Vault Dweller of Fallout 1. So when we put the I don't know if it's V5S or VSS headgear, the clone that's in Fallout 3 is watching the memories of the other clone who is in New California. That's it. You are not the same person that is across all three games. I don't want to talk too much about this. It's already messing my brain up already. I kind of want to just jump. I had to journey to the train station to get from DC to New Vegas. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to reset my game. I'm going to fix my EMB settings. Hopefully when I fix my EMB settings, I won't get out of memory leak errors. So that's it. Now I kind of feel like should have kept playing. Well, alright, we'll see how it goes. My video memory size is definitely wrong. I just don't remember it. If the game freezes, I may have to come back here and redo it.
Something you need? What do you need? Good enough. Thanks for completely ruining my day. I've got a live one here!
That's what I'm talking. Look, I don't know who you are, but you don't belong here. The super mutants have overrun our brothers at the Galaxy News radio building, and we're headed there to back them up. You can tag along if you want, but keep your head down and try not to do anything stupid. I'm Sentinel Lyons of the Lion's Pride, with the Brotherhood of Steel. Don't worry, we're on your side. At least I hope so. Watch yourself out there.
Talking about.
Red, on me.
He'll be with you.
You're doing fine. Follow my lead. No dead heroes there, okay?
5 mutants released from their torment. The rest are keeping their heads down.
the end of that.
So, how did I do, Vargas? Passed my little trial run? Come on, Lion's pride needs me and you know it. That Citadel's guard duty is such fiction.
We need to sweep the area. You think those were all the uglies of DC? You take the east side, I'll go west.
Okay, okay.
Once we're inside, then...
Now you're talking.
Looks like it's all clear. Unlocking outer doors.
The look on your face says it all. You're wondering who the heck this guy is and why you should care. Well, prepare to be enlightened. I am 3 Dog, jockey of discs and teller of truths, lord and master over the finest radio station to grace the wastes, Galaxy News Radio. And you, well, I know who you are. Heard about you leaving that vault, traveling the unknown, just like dear old Dad, huh? Met him already. Hey. Hey. Well, you really... When you...
Well, that's the end of that.
Hey. Be glad to. Yes? Why? Well, what do you think? All right. Whatever. All right. Goodbye.
with this bullshit. Come out and fight.
Over here! Where? Phew. I'm glad that's over. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. You want some of this?
I can't believe this is happening. What's the world coming to?
What do you have? Do you have anything new today? I'd never really thought about that before.
mess with me.
to check it out.
Alright, I'm about to board the train to Vegas. There may or may not be a bug. Once I arrive at Doc Mitchell's house, the screen may stay black screen or it may not glitch out and the courier wakes up to Doc Mitchell as it should work. Having a companion with you may make it worse, so I suggest not taking a companion with you when taking the train ride. So, alright, let's see if it works.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do? Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties. With luck like yours, I'm surprised them bullets didn't just turn right around and climb back into the gun. All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Alright, so as you can see, this is why you should dismiss companions before you take the train from DC to New Vegas. The way to take companions from DC to New Vegas is to have a mod that teleports your companions to you. There's a way for me to do that, but I don't have the right item with me. That's all I'm going to mention. Alright, so I'm gonna find all the new California companions. I'm gonna get the money from Goodsprings. That's all.
Oh my god. You're alive. After all these years, you haven't aged a day. You don't remember me? Oh. You're the body Victor pulled out of that grave. They must have shot you and buried you alive. That's not so surprising. You've always had a bad habit of getting caught by the bad guys and thrown into the dirt. Don't you remember anything? Your name, your life before the grave? Not even me?
We were, 20 years ago, before you disappeared. I was your friend. We grew up together in Vault 18. We never really talked much as kids, not before the night Colonel Bragg betrayed us and destroyed our home. After that, we traveled for a while before you got sucked into the war between the NCR and the Raiders of San Bernardino. The last I remember seeing you, you were leaving Fort Dagger Point, covered head to toe in blood and ashes. A lot of people died that day. A lot of people. I think something died in you too. You left. We never saw you again. And you don't remember any of it? You weren't with the NCR. You worked for the mob under Senator DeVille. That was a long time ago, before the Bishop family let DeVille go. For all of his evils, DeVille did a lot of good. He saved the people of San Bernardino from the oppression of the NCR, and set a lot of slaves free. DeVille used all his wealth and power to lift the region out of poverty, and build a safer wasteland. But that charity was expensive. Too expensive for the mob. So they sent Alsdragon's insane daughter to kill him. After that, I don't know what happened to you. We've heard rumors. Stories about an unkillable courier. We heard you did some pretty bad things while trying to do good. I guess you'll never know, unless you can remember. A war? The NCR doesn't call it that. They call it a police action. But it was a war, plain and simple. The Raiders of San Bernardino were a major threat, and the NCR's hands were tied in dealing with them by the New Reno mob. The corrupt NCR Congress couldn't fight them, and the mob used the Raiders to raise money from slave labor mining gold and uranium. But that didn't last. When Colonel Bragg of the Enclave destroyed our home, the Raider tribes betrayed them. They used the vertebrates and weapons of the Enclave against the NCR and triggered an unwinnable war. The Enclave had been using Fort Dagger Point to experiment on super mutants, trying to create a perfect guerrilla army. They took your parents. They turned them into breeding stock and used them to create you. You were a mutant, or from what I'm told, you had a mutant organ inside you that heals your injuries and cleans your blood of radiation. But that's when you came into your own. With Vault 18 destroyed, I guess the stress triggered your body to start reacting. You became unstoppable, like a human tank. You led an army through the fort and killed Bragg and his troops. The NCR changed after that. So did the Raiders. They left California and were forced to join the Legion, which made them unstoppable. They turned on the NCR, and now we're here. I'm Jen Hale. I was a Wasteland Scout. So was my dad. Yeah, sort of. I settled here after the war. It was a ghost town back then. Some vault dwellers from Vault 11 and a handful of settlers. We had to come here after Hopeville was destroyed, and there was nowhere else to go. No, I'm alone now. My husband died a few years ago fighting the Legion. I never fell in love again. After Vault 18, what was the point? Who'd want to be with me anyway? Everyone in the wasteland has problems. But some nights, I just wake up screaming. I dream of the vault. I remember it collapsing. It killed my mom, my brother and sister, everyone I ever knew. I think of them trapped down there, burning, crying. I can't forgive the world for what it did to me, what it did to us. I never wanted to bring anyone else into this, so I quit trying. Ah, you always were a sweet talker. It's good to know a job as a mutant mailman can't take that away. Come on, let's get you something to eat and a place to rest for the night. There was a time when that mutant organ thing inside you would have healed you. Not even a shot to the head could put you down. Something must have broke when they shot you. Maybe it'll kick in after it has time to cool off and bringing you back from the dead. That's how it worked with Bragg anyway. Yours may be different. Ha! That's a long story. You could write volumes on them. Vault 18 had a program for years where they sent teams into the wasteland to explore. They got into a lot of misadventures, needless to say. Then it was our turn. But we lost the vault before we were fully trained. After Fort Dagger Point, we were scattered. We had a lot of friends. Not all of them made it. Kurtz, Jamie, Eric, Johnny, Kira. None of us are quite the same. He was a tribal kid that came to live with us in Vault 18. Dr. Osman found him in the wasteland after his tribe drugged him. The drug erased his memory, kind of like you and the bullet, I guess. He found his memory through comic books. Maybe you two can talk, get some kind of amnesiac self-help group started. I've been trying to find a way to get Kurtz out of a Legion prison camp nearby Cottonwood Cove for 2 days. I could use the help of a badass mailman to bust him out. Let me add his location to your Pip-Boy. She was a mutant, like you. One of the defective ones, I guess. She fought her way to freedom and never got over it. To be honest, I've always thought of Kira as kind of a bitch. We had a really shitty relationship. I've heard rumors that she found herself a job in the Silver Rush, selling plasma rifles for the Van Graffs. They say she's a killer mercenary, with some killer debts. You can try to find her there if you want. I say she's better off alone, where she can't hurt anybody I love. They were the gross couple in love, fighting bad guys together while being painfully romantic. It got them in a lot of trouble and caused some strife, but nothing too terrible. After the battle at Fort Dagger Point, we traveled for a while until we settled in Hopeville together. We left that place despite how nice it was. We had a job to do in the town, and that job ended the day before it exploded. Jamie and Eric live up north near New Vegas now. I visit them every so often. Johnny is still a fucking bastard, I guess. But he turned out to be a real hero, saved us a few times in a fight. The last I saw of him, he'd been running with the cons for some mobsters. I guess that deal didn't work out for him. Now he lives on the west side of Vegas at the Casa Madre. That's a whorehouse, in case you were wondering if you should pay him a visit. It has a cover charge. Yeah, but let's talk about the here and now. What happened to you? No, I didn't. I'm sorry. But if you want me to help you find them, I'll come with you. If you don't mind the company. Well, you always did need some help in that department. Come on, let's get going. Just like old times.
Howdy, partner. Nope. Halt! What business have you in Cottonwood Cove, outsider? Very well, you may proceed. However, be warned. Aggressive acts against us will earn you a place on a cross. I knew it!
We're being held here against our will. I beg you, help us. Sorry, I'm just glad someone is doing something. The last thing I need is to be made some legionary's bitch and sent off to God knows where.
Please, ma'am, take pity on us. Free us, I'm begging you. Thank you. I don't think we'll ever be able to repay you, but we'll do our best one day, once I found a place to settle.
It would seem our stories bring us back together, old friend. That's me. Good to know you've both survived, even if that hole in your head ripped some pages out of your story. We'll have plenty of time to talk about our story once what needs to be done is done. Aurelius of Phoenix must die. For my tribe he enslaved and sent to death, he has to join them. Will you help me avenge everyone that died by his orders? Good. I look forward to hearing his last breath. Let's get to work.
Show me what you've got.
I see you've still got it. Thanks for helping me do what needed to be done. You're more than a friend. You're family. After I saw you leave Fort Dagger Point, the California tribe and I spent a decade looking for a place to call home. We finally left for Arizona. It was hard there. Hot and dry, but we found a way. We survived. That's where we were outnumbered and captured by Caesar's Legion as soon as we found ourselves referring to the sun-baked dirt and sand as home. I did what had to be done to protect the tribe and joined the Legion as a general. But Aurelius of Phoenix enslaved everyone else in my absence. They all died baking in the Arizona sun. This is why the death of Aurelius is something I can see in my dreams every night. You were my friend. We lived in Vault 18. I had suffered from my own memory loss. You were there when it all came back. I wrote comics in the vault, and you were the only one that read them. And talking about them with you, I realized the hero Kurtz was me. Everyone has their own story with you, but that's who you are to me. No more than you do. No. And that's a gap in your memory I won't be filling in. You helped me in my quest for revenge. Now I'll help you. We should start by finding out who put that hole in your head.
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first. Goodbye. Lasers, plasma, pistols, grenades. We've got it all.
Welcome to the Silver Rush. I'm afraid I'm going to have to search you before It should only take a moment. There. I've stowed all of your weapons. You're clear to enter. When you leave, I'll hand them all back to you.
The bosses are having a meeting. You'll have to wait until it's over.
Mr. Soren, please get to the point. The second half of your payment is late, and I want to know why.
Miss Van Graff, my associates and I have decided that we wish to renegotiate the terms of our deal.
Might I ask for what reason? The shipment was delivered. The guns were tested before leaving this facility.
Regardless, we feel that the quality of the weapons is below expectation and hope to adjust the price accordingly.
Ah, I think I understand what the issue here is. Excuse me for a moment, would you? Do it. Never break faith with the Van Graffs, Mr. Soren. I expect you'll have the rest of our payment ready tomorrow morning. Okay, everyone. Show's over. Back to work.
Yeah, hold on just a... Wait. You! How did you... How the hell did you find me? You can't be back here. The Van Graffs will freak out if they find you talking to me. What do you mean, who are you? I'm Kira Mann, your old pal from Vault 18. Remember me? You're joking. You got shot in the head and forgot me? Well, stranger things have happened. We were friends before you disappeared. You walked out of Fort Daggerpoint and left me behind. I started to travel. I made some mistakes with alcohol and let my bad temper get the better of me a few times too many. Then I wound up working as a scientist with some fairly serious debts. I took out a loan to start my own energy weapon repair lab here in Vegas from the local mob, and they've called in my bill. They torched my warehouse after it got up and running. They left me with nothing but a bill of sale. They're using the fire to trap me here, working for them to pay off debts they know I can't repay. It's a good deal for them, not so much for me. A lot. But it's not the money they care about. They have too much invested in keeping me here. There aren't many people that can use a plasma rifle quite like I can. My only way out is escape. Or death. Well, when you grow up in a vault, it's a hard transition from having all your needs met to this. None of us learned to manage a paycheck, so we weren't prepared to have one, or how to save for when you're out of food. At least now we're aware of it. But being aware and knowing what to do are totally different issues. You want to take on a bunch of heavily armed bodyguards and shoot your way into the street? Are you nuts? You're gonna get yourself killed! Past the armed guards? Are you serious? You'd have to have a stealth suit or magic to get past those guys. Huh. Well, that'd do it. Come on, let's go. Well, that was exciting. Guess I don't have much of a home to go back to after that. So, where are we off to next? Well, if there was ever a goal to fit you, that'd be it. Come on, let's go do some damage.
Make a brief stop at the atomic rank.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's. If it can be bought, it can be sold.
Hello.
Hey, anything going on?
Holy shit, I haven't seen you in 20 years. Where the hell have you been? You lost your memory? So you don't know who I am? Okay. Wow. How about this? I need some cash to take care of my family here. If you need someone to tag along and tell you stories of Vault 18, I'm down. I need 3,000 caps. Great, this will feed my kids for at least a month and get the rent off our back. Let's go.
How's it going? Alright, I'll pass the word along. On your feet, people.
Hello.
Hey, look who it is! The monster from Vault 18. Been a long time since I've seen you wandering around the wastes. Where have you been? Wait a minute. You're telling me you don't remember your old pal Johnny Matheson? Now that's some bullshit. 20 years didn't change how I look that much. Speaking of which, what happened to your face? Are you serious? One bullet and blam! All your Kodak moments are washed out? I saw you get your ass shot up by super mutants in Enclave like it was a meat grinding competition. Now what? After all these years, your weird superpowers ran out of steam? Yeah, I bet. She owes me a fistful of caps. She mentioned that? Like she would. Listen here, pal. I'm all about romance. Friends are hard to find here in the pits of hell. But you and me, we saw some shit. I had a hard life guarding caravans for the mob. Now I'm watching my sliver of paradise flower here in the Mojave. I'm not in a hurry to go out chasing ghosts and lose it all for free. If you're here to hire me for a job, it better pay. Enough to pay for my entire operation here for a year. That was a long time ago. I've got my life together since then. Set up shop, hired some whores, defeated my competition. That shit changes a man. Makes him reconsider what has value in life. Anyway, didn't you lose your memory? Whatever happened to that bullshit? Really? Where the hell did you come up with that kind of cash? Holy shit! Well then, yeah, sure. For the good old times, right? If you can raise that kind of green in this nightmare, I want to see how you do business. Let's go.
Okay, I'll be waiting. Let me know when you need me.
Hey, pal, what do you need? Haha, yeah, later.
Yeah, what's up? Right. Waiting here is no problem.
Sure. Yeah, whatever, man.
Hey there. I'll try to stay out of sight.
See you when you get back.
Hello.
Try not to get lost in the meantime.
I'll stand here.
What is it? Right behind you.
Okay, just take it easy, okay? Yeah? Need something? What? Guys, come on, let's chill here a while.
Hey there. Later.